for our midday flow, we're going to have kind of a fun combination of moving and holding, and just about the time you're really sick of moving, we're going to start holding, and then halfway through that, you're just going to want to move. This is one of my favorite series to go through. There's lunging, there's warriors, there's stretching. It's basically the same series of movements again, and again. But as we go through it, I'll be adding some options to make it a little more difficult as we go through the series a few times. So we'll start slow, then we'll speed it up, then we'll slow it down, then we'll speed it up, then we'll slow it down. It's a fun flow. Now, I suggest that you put your phone or your laptop or your iPad, whatever you're using, on the side of your mat instead of at the front of the mat, because we're going to be facing both directions a lot. We're going to be facing one direction of the mat, and then we're going to turn ourselves around and face the other direction. So if you could set it up on the side, that's going to be more helpful for you. Let's scoot back and get started. Again, I apologize for any canine or human interruptions. So start yourself in a seated position here. And I want you to close your eyes. Relax your face. And one of the hardest things about this social distancing we're doing is the isolation from our loved ones. Not the loved ones you're locked inside with. All of the other loved ones that you're used to seeing and being with. So what I want you to do here is bring to mind somebody that you're missing. It's not a competition. This person's not even going to know. So just go with the first person that comes to mind. Somebody you're missing being with. And imagine that person sitting right in front of you, knees to knees. And you're looking right into each other's faces, into each other's eyes. You can feel the love. You feel their love for you. You're sending out your love for them. Now imagine that loved one reaching out and just placing their hand on your chest, right over your heart. And imagine yourself doing the same. Feel that love, that connection. Maybe making a little promise to yourself that when we're done here, we're done with this practice, call that person up. Even better, FaceTime them. See them face to face. See their smile, hear their laugh. Tell them that you miss them. Now hold on to that feeling, but blink open the eyes. And let's make our way to all fours. We'll start there. Finding your wrists under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. And on your next inhale, drop your belly down, hips back, face forward to cow pose. And exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin like an angry cat. And inhale back to cow pose, long, slow breath, long, slow movements. And then exhale, round. And keep going here at your own breathing pace. Warming up the spine, finding that control in your breath. If it feels good here, add in any sort of movement that your body wants. Maybe the hips want to roll some, the shoulders, the head want to roll. Finding that stretch in the side body. Whatever feels nice here. Sort of use these moments to check in with the body. See how it's feeling today. On your next exhale, come back to a neutral spine. And start making your way to downward facing dog. I'm going to turn and face the other way for this flow. And keep that movement going in your down dog. Bending one knee and then the other. Feel all that length in your spine. Stretch down the back of your legs. Slow breath here. Now lifting the right leg straight back. Keeping the hips neutral here, so try not to open. Keep pulling that right hip back, the left hip down. And think about pressing that right foot back behind you. You're making that left leg cry just a little bit here. Breathe. Now looking forward. Draw that foot to the front of the mat between the hands. And drop the left knee down. Now in your low lunge here. Inhale the chest forward towards the front of the mat. And exhale, start to pull the hips back, straighten that front leg. Maybe not all the way the first time. And then inhale, pull forward again. And exhale back. Now we're going to add this little bit of movement in here the first time. Just so we're warming up these muscles a little bit before we go for a hold. Just keep going. Inhale forward, exhale back. And the next time you're back with that straight front leg and the half split, hold there. And think about pulling your hips back towards the wall behind you, like someone has a hold of them and they're pulling them back. At the same time, pull your chest forward. Widen your collarbone here. So you want nice long spine, no rounding. Keep it long. Flex that front foot. Pull the pinky toe back towards the knee. So a few more breaths here. Now we're going to come back towards our low lunge. Tuck the toes under and rise all the way up to your high crescent lunge. And just give yourself some movement here. See what feels good for you. Just taking a couple of breaths, settling into the pose. And then from our high crescent lunge, Johnny, we're going to find warrior two. So just plant that back foot down and find your warrior two. Check out your arms. Look out over that front hand. Now take a peek down at your front foot. If you can't see that big toe, if your knee is falling in, then pull it out so that you can see that big toe. You should be able to see it. Now really gently find a reverse warrior. First one, super gentle here. Just drop that backhand back, lift the chest a little bit. Keep bending into that front knee. And breathe. On your next exhale, find a gentle side angle. So just release this forearm to the thigh, palm up, and then reach over the head, opening the chest. Keep pressing down into that back foot. See that nice long line from my back foot all the way out through my fingertips. Look where you want to here. You can look forward, up at your hand, down at the floor. See what feels best for your neck. Now looking down towards the floor, we're going to sweep the arms all the way to the back of the mat. Just turn the feet and find a runner's lunge. Now here you can have your fingers sort of dangling up here, or they can be down, even fingertips down, but you want your spine to stay long. Strong legs here. Think about squeezing that front heel and that back foot towards each other a little bit. Breathe. Now everybody release the hands. And that left leg's going to draw all the way back to three-legged down dog. And hold here. Neutral hips. Pressing that foot towards the back. Looking forward, draw that foot to the front and right away with the right knee down. On your next inhale, just pull the chest forward towards the front of the mat. And exhale, hips back, come towards your half split. Maybe this leg's not straightening all the way yet. That's okay. And inhale, back forward to low lunge. And exhale to half split. Keep going with this movement at your own breathing pace, warming up those hamstrings some before we ask them to stay in a hold like that. I ran this morning, so my legs are feeling especially tight and tired. The next time you're back in this half split with a straight front leg, stay there. Even if it's not all the way straight, that's okay. Keep pulling your hips back, and at the same time, your chest forward. You're really lengthening in the spine here. That front foot, if it's all relaxed, flex it. Pull the pinky toe back towards the knee. In a studio, that's when everybody goes, ugh! I miss that sound. Now we're gonna come back forward to low lunge, tucking the toes and rising up right away to your high crescent lunge. Same thing on this side, give it some wiggles. Seeing how it feels today. Checking in on your body. Any injuries, old or new, that need to be honored, make sure you're doing that. Now planting that back foot down, find your warrior two. Heels are more or less in one line here. Just a couple of breaths, really nice and strong here. And really gently, first one this side, reverse your warrior. Don't try and go deep here. We have time. There will be more. Breathe. Remember I said we're doing this same set of poses again and again and again. And then hinging forward, find your side angle. Just keep the forearm to the thigh here. Opening the chest. Really reaching. So feeling this long line of energy. That pinky toe side of my foot is planting down. And I can really feel this long line coming up through my body. And looking down, we're just sweeping the arms back and finding a runner's lunge. The same thing on this side. Breathe here. Really strong legs, long spine. Now we're going to take the same series of movements and we're going to move with the breath. So planting the hands down and draw that right leg back to three-legged down dog. Inhale here. Use your whole exhale to pull that foot forward, dropping the left knee down. And inhale the chest forward towards the front of the mat. Exhale, half splits. Now inhale all the way up to high crescent lunge. It's a big movement. And right away, exhale to warrior two. Now pause here. Inhale. Exhale, reverse. Inhale to side angle. And exhale, sweep the arms. Inhaling in your runners. And exhale to three-legged down dog, left leg back. Pause here, inhale. Use your whole exhale to pull it forward, right knee down. Inhale in your low lunge, pull forward. Exhale, half splits. Inhale all the way up to high crescent lunge. Right away, exhale to warrior two. Pause here, inhale. Exhale, reverse. Inhale to your side angle. And exhale, sweep. Inhale here in runner's lunge. And exhale to three-legged down dog, right leg back. Inhale here, press that foot back. And exhale, pull the foot forward, dropping the left knee down. Inhale in your low lunge, chest forward. And exhale to half splits. And inhale all the way up, big movement, high crescent lunge. And exhale to warrior two. Pause here, inhale. Exhale, reverse. Inhale to side angle. And exhale, sweep the arms. And inhale in runner's lunge facing the other direction. Exhale to three-legged down dog, left is back. Inhale here, press the foot back. And exhale it forward, right knee down. Inhale in your low lunge. Exhale, half split. Inhale, rise all the way up, high crescent lunge. Right away, exhale to warrior two. Pause in your warrior, inhale. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, side angle. And exhale, sweep it to the other side, turning the feet, runner's lunge, inhale. And exhale, hands down, right leg back, three-legged down dog, inhale here. Use your whole exhale to pull it forward, left knee down. Inhale in low lunge. And exhale to your half split, long spine. Inhale all the way up, high crescent lunge. And exhale right away to your warrior two. Notice the pattern. Inhale here. Exhale, reverse. Inhale to side angle. Exhale, sweep it to the back. Inhale here. Exhale, hands down, three-legged down dog. Press back with that left foot, inhaling. And exhale it forward, right knee down. And inhale. Exhale, half split. Inhale, high crescent lunge, raise all the way up, strong legs. And then exhale to your warrior two. Pause here, inhale. Exhale, reverse. Inhale to side angle. And exhale, sweep the arms back to runner's lunge. Plant the hands, right leg back, three-legged down dog. Hold here. Breathe, keep pressing that foot back. Maybe rolling that foot in some circles. Pointing it and flexing it. Looking forward. Draw that foot to the front, bringing the left knee down. In your low lunge, we want that ankle under the knee. And then just rising up here, keeping that angle in the back thigh. Push, push. Just plant your hands here, give yourself a gentle back bend, just pressing down into your thigh. Now on your next inhale, press your front heel and your back knee away from each other. And as you exhale, squeeze them in. Inhale, press away. And exhale, squeeze them towards each other. Keep going with that at your own breathing pace. Now, after your next exhale, hold that squeeze, but keep breathing. And bring the left hand to the right knee, twist towards the right. Look back, strong twist. Now, if you're feeling fancy here, you can bend that back knee and grab onto the foot. Completely optional. And slowly Undoing yourself, untwisting, release the hands. And come back to your half split. Hold here. Keep pulling hips back, chest forward. Maybe point your foot. And flex. And point, really extend out through the toes. And flex. Stay in whichever one you hate the least. Whatever is least awful. And either stay here, or if you want to add more power to this, just bring the prayer hands to the heart to keep the spine long. Keep pulling forward through the top of the head. And release the hands. Come back to your low lunge, tucking the toes. And rise up to your high crescent lunge. Now this time here, just give a little bend in the elbows. And lift the chest here. Gentle back bend. Imagine a helping hand on your back here. Pressing up, helping you lift your chest higher. These nice soft arms, let them fall a little bit heavy. And on your next exhale, come out of your back bend and find your warrior two. And breathe. On your next inhale, shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, open mouth, release them down. Reverse your warrior. Hold here. Keep reaching back with that arm, or maybe wrapping it around, holding that front inner thigh. Lifting the chest, breathe. And then release back to side angle. Now, staying here, or if you want to add more power to this, both arms. Looking down, sweeping your arms, turning your feet, runner's lunge. But this time we're going to plant both hands down inside that left foot to a lizard lunge. If your wrists are getting grumpy, make fists here. It makes a big difference. Now that left hip, pull it back and in some. And we don't want to really sink down into this hip here. So think about pressing up with the back of that right thigh, making this really strong. It's finding that balance of strengthening and stretching at the same time. Not relying too much on your flexibility and not relying too much on your strength. Finding that balance. And then bringing yourself back to three-legged down dog here. That left leg comes back. Again, hold here. Maybe pointing and flexing that foot, maybe rolling it in circles. Breathe. Looking forward, draw to the front, right knee comes down. Setting up in your low lunge, pay lots of attention to your low lunge. We want that ankle under the knee. And then rising up. Being careful that as you rise up, your hips don't come all the way back with you. Try and hold some of that angle here. Just interlace your fingers, place them onto your thigh. Press down just a little bit here. Now on your next inhale, pull that front heel and back knee away from each other. And as you exhale, squeeze them in. You don't see anything happening, but you really feel it. Inhale, press away. And exhale, squeeze them in. Keep going with this at your own breathing pace. And on your next exhale, hold that squeeze, but not your breath. Keep breathing. Right hand to that left knee, twisting from your core towards the left, and look back. Nice long spine here. And if you feel like it's a good thing for you today, you can bend that back knee and hold on to that foot. Slowly release, untwist. Bring the hands back down and find your half splits. Long spine here. Hips back, chest forward. And then find that bit of movement in your foot. Maybe point your toes. Stretch them forward. Find that stretch on the top of the foot. And then flex it again. And points. And flex. Now decide which one you hate the least. And if you want more power, then bring the prayer hands to the heart. Keeping the spine long, this really adds a balance challenge. Releasing, hinge back to low lunge, and pressing it up to high crescent lunge. Getting this nice soft bend in the elbows. Just let them fall kind of heavy behind as you lift your chest. Gentle back bend here. Soft fingers. Imagine a rope on your chest, pulling up. Really lengthening into that upper spine. Now release out of that back bend. I always feel like a puppet master here, pulling the strings. Whoop. Everybody comes out. And find your warrior two. Breathe here. On your next inhale, shrug the shoulders up to the ears. Loud exhale through the mouth, relax them down. Feel how far they fall. We have a lot of tension there in this pose. Reverse your warrior. Keep bending into that front knee. Either just dropping this hand or maybe wrapping it around, holding on to that front inner thigh. Either way is correct. On your next exhale, finding your side angle. And same thing, you can stay here or you can add both arms. I'm staying here, guys. Depends on how much power you want today. Now looking down, sweep the arms turn the feet and find your runner's lunge, but releasing the hands down inside that foot to lizard lunge. So either staying on your palms or coming to your fists to give the wrists a little break. That right hip is going to pull in a little bit. Spine is long. This back thigh, the back of that thigh, think about pressing up. Don't let it relax down. Lift, lift, lift there. Now, on your next exhale, we're going to start flowing again. So come back to three-legged down dog, right leg back. Inhale here. And exhale it forward, left knee down. Inhale, pull the chest forward in low lunge. Exhale, half splits. Inhale all the way up, big lift. And exhale to warrior two. Pause here, inhale. And exhale, reverse. Inhale, side angle. More power, you can bring both arms. Exhale, sweep it to the back. Inhale in runner's lunge. Exhale to three-legged down dog, left back. Inhale here. Exhale, pull it forward, right knee down. Inhale in low lunge. Exhale, half split. Now inhale all the way up, high crescent lunge. And exhale to warrior two. Pause here, inhale. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, side angle, either arm down or reaching with both arms. And exhale, sweep. Inhale here in runners. And exhale, three-legged down dog, right back. One more time through fast. Inhale. Exhale it forward, releasing the left. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. High crescent lunge. To warrior two. Pause here. Inhale. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, side angle. Exhale, sweep. And inhale here in runners. Exhale, three-legged down dog. Pause here, inhale. Exhale it forward, right knee down. Inhale in your low lunge. Exhale, half split. Now inhale, high crescent lunge. To warrior two. Pause here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale to side angle. Exhale, sweep. Inhale in runners. Exhale to three-legged down dog. Stay here. And this time, you can allow your hip to open and bend the knee. See how that feels. Keep pressing back with both sides of your chest, especially the right side. Your whole chest is pressing back. So think foot to the floor, knee to the ceiling. You can stay here, or if you want to find a wild thing, go ahead and release that foot back. And then lift, left leg straight, right leg bent. Lift the hips, lift the chest. And then look down. Come back to three-legged down dog. Bring the hips neutral. And draw that foot to the front. left knee down. Now this time in your low lunge, bring both hands inside that foot. And we're gonna drop that right knee out to the right. So it's gonna come out. You're on the pinky toe side of that foot now. And then just give yourself a little bit of wiggles in that hip. Again, if your wrists are grumpy, come to your fists. Now keeping the left hand down, let's twist towards the right. Just bring the right hand to the right knee. Maybe giving it just a little bit of a nudge. Opening the chest towards the ceiling. And again, if it feels okay here, you can bend that left leg. Hold on to the foot. And if you want even more, drop it towards the floor. So the right knee and the left foot are both dropping down. Your chest is opening towards the ceiling. Untwist yourself here, bit by bit, coming back. And finding your half split. Now, either staying here, or if you feel warm enough and loose enough to try to come towards full split, then go ahead. I don't have a full split in my practice, that's as far as I go. Wherever you are, just breathe. Holding your half splits, or breathing into your full split. I'm almost there today, guys. If you're in full split, start sliding back. And then hinging forward, tuck the toes, and find your high crescent lunge. Arms out to the sides here, palms up. And we're going to twist towards the right. Look back, strong balance. Keep pressing into that front big toe. And then twist the other direction. Now plant the back foot down. Find warrior two with the palms up. And on your next inhale, hinge forward like you're reaching for something. Exhale, just come back to warrior two. Inhale, reach. And exhale, warrior two. One more, inhale, reach. And exhale all the way to your reverse warrior. Lift, lift, lifting the chest. Now transitioning from here to your side angle. If you'd like to add your bind, then go ahead, reaching through, clasping the hands, opening the chest. Careful not to land a leg. Give that little bit of space. Breathe. And then looking down. Sweep or walk the hands around to runner's lunge. And come back to your lizard lunge. Stay here. Or just sort of dig this left shoulder underneath the left knee. And see if you can hinge forward and fly. I have a chair in my way. Fly your splits. And then release it back. Give it a try, nobody's there to see you. See if you can fly it. And when you're ready, just press it back to three-legged down dog with the left back. This time opening the hips, bending that knee. Breathe here. Keep pressing back with both sides of the chest. Either staying here or flipping it to your wild thing. Just flipping that down dog, dropping the foot, and then lifting. Breathe, breathe, lift the hips, lift the chest. Looking down. Come back to three-legged down dog, neutral hips. And draw that foot to the front. Bringing that right knee down. Both hands inside this foot. And then drop that left knee out to the left. Come to the pinky toe side of that foot. And then just give yourself those wiggles here. Just sort of working on those sore, sticky spots in the hip. Slow breath. Now keep that right hand planted down. We're going to twist towards the left, bringing that left hand to the left knee, maybe giving it just a slight nudge. Just see how your hips feel. Now, depending on how you feel today, depending on how it feels on this back knee, you can bend that knee and grab on. How hard is your floor? And if you'd like here, you can drop open more. The back foot comes towards the floor, front knee comes towards the floor, deep stretch in the hip and a deep twist in your torso. Opening the chest towards the ceiling. Untwisting. And then finding your half splits. Last one, guys. Either staying in your half split, or if you want to practice your full split, or you have it in your practice already, then you can come down. I really can't go far on this side. Just respect your body, respect what it wants. Just a few breaths here. Sliding back, finding that low lunge just as a transition to our high crescent lunge. Last one, we're almost done. This is a hard flow, guys. You're doing great. Bring the arms out to the side, palms facing up. Now we're going to twist towards the left. Look back, strong balance. And then twist the other direction. Now find your warrior two. Plant that back foot down. Keep the palms up. And on your inhale, hinge forward. Lengthening both sides. Exhale, just back to your warrior two. Inhale, hinge forward, long side body. And warrior two. Last one, inhale. And exhale all the way to your reverse warrior, dropping the hand or wrapping. Breathe. And finding your side angle, either with that down, you can even hold this wrap and keep opening, or you can add that wrap if it feels good. I'm going to stay here. Couple more breaths here. And then looking down. Release the arms, sweeping or even walking at this point towards the other side. Finding your lizard. Both hands inside that foot. Strong legs. Now maybe digging this right shoulder underneath the right foot. And staying here in your lizard. Or maybe hinging forward and flying your splits. And then releasing it back. This time, guys, let's just step back to plank. Release your knees, your thighs, your stomach, your face. Just relax, breathe. Let everything slow down and settle in. And then roll over onto your back. Keep the knees bent. But bring the feet out wide towards the edges of the mat. Now really slowly, just windshield wiper the knees right and left. Nice and slow. Now the next time the knees fall to the right, just keep them there. If it feels good here, you can take that right foot and pin down the left knee. Now I only want you to do this if it is absolutely pain-free on that knee. Reach the left arm overhead. Just find that extra stretch in the side body. A few breaths here. Release that arm, release the knee, and start windshield wipering back and forth again. This time let the knees stay to the left. And if it feels good, pin down that right knee with the left foot. Only if it's pain-free, guys. Don't push it here with the knees. Reach the right arm overhead. Just find that extra stretch in your side body. Few nice slow breaths here. Release the arm, release the knee, bring the knees back up. Start making your way to your Savasana, bringing the legs down flat or however you like to Savasana. There's really no hard and fast rules here on how your body should look in Savasana. Whatever brings you complete relaxation. Really let the legs relax out to the sides. Think about letting everything just melt down really heavy towards your mat. Now bring back to your mind your loved one whom you're missing. And come back to that promise you made yourself that you would check in with them later today. Stay here as long as you like, as long as you can. Miss your faces. Thank you for sharing your space, your breath, your practice. Namaste.